يا شبابا قد أنابا وإلى الله استجاب.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد. Brothers in Islam, come to know that Allah the Almighty created mankind, and He created the male and the female. In fact, Allah created all things in pairs. Allah says, and of everything we have created pairs, that you may remember. Allah the Almighty has made equally the same, the male and female, in regards to their origin. They are created from Adam, and Adam is from Turab. It is by Allah's beautiful creation and His wisdom that He created precisely everything in pairs, including the non-living things. If you look, for example, high is the opposite of low. North is the opposite of south. Right is the opposite of left. Day is the opposite of night. Dark is the opposite of light. You see, in pairs. In fact, when Allah wanted to punish the people on earth for their sins, Allah the Almighty ordered Nuh to take with him on the ship of each two kind, male and female, and his family. Allah says in the Quran, in Surah Hud, so it was till when our command came and the oven gushed forth, we said, to Nuh, embark therein, of each kind two, male and female, and your family, except him against whom the word has already gone forth. When Allah the Almighty created males and females, He made them both equal in the sense that they both have to carry out Allah's commands. They have to carry out Allah's commands. They have to stay away from haram and stay away from sins. This they are equal in. And if they do that, if they obey Allah's commands, they will be rewarded by Allah. Allah says, whoever works righteousness, whether male or female, while he or she is a true believer, verily to him we will give a good life. Allah says also in Surah Al-Nahl, so the Lord accepted of them, they accepted the dua. Allah says, never will I allow to be lost the work of any of you, be he male or female. Brothers in Islam, when Allah the Almighty decreed everything, it was from His wisdom that males and females weren't going to be the same in regards to their attributes, in regards to their qualities, and in regards to their structure and other things. Men are more stronger than women, they are more rougher, they are able to bear more, they are maintainers, carers, they spend on the wives, and so forth. In fact, Allah the Almighty disallowed the woman to wish for what the man has. And Allah disallowed the man to wish for what the woman has. Allah says, men are protectors and maintainers of women, because Allah has made one of them excel the other, and because they spend from their means. Allah also says, and wish not for the things which Allah has made some of you excel others. For men, there is reward for what they have earned, and likewise for women, there is reward for what they have earned. Today, brothers in Islam, today we find many Muslims and non-Muslims calling out and saying men and women are equal in all things. And in all things, men and women are equal. They say they should be treated equally in all things, like men. And when you ask them, how are they equal? How is the woman equal to the man? In what way? They say a woman should be free from all chains. A woman should be free from religion, not bound or restricted by the religion. She should be free to do what she desires at any given time and at any given place. And wallahi, this is not what the woman was created for. Wallahi. They also say She has the right to learn like men do. We agree. Woman has the right to work like men do. They say she has the right to seek knowledge, but they also say to seek knowledge in whatever field she desires, without looking into what befits her nature, without looking into what befits her qualities and abilities and capabilities. They also say that the woman has the right to the same amount of money as men do after her husband dies, and this goes against what Allah prescribed for the woman in the Quran. And finally, they also said that she has equal rights to work like men. Yes, women have a right to work, that's true. But they say in any field, under any circumstance, without looking, brothers in Islam, into her physical nature as a woman, without looking at whether this job is easy or difficult or whether it's suitable. All these brothers in Islam, what they are calling for might look good on the outside, but wallahi, within it is nothing but torture and punishment for the woman. Why? Because these people, they don't know what equality means according to Allah. They do not know what rights Islam gave the woman after she was oppressed in many religions and in many parts of the world. Since the time Allah created man and their norm, all agree that men are different to women. All agree. They are not equally the same. Men, in many aspects, are different to women. In their qualities, in their structure, in their abilities and capabilities, etc. You will find men's tasks, jobs are different to the women. For example, the leaders of a country, the governors, the generals of the army were all men, whether they were Muslims or non-Muslims. The prophets and messengers were all men. Even religious scholars in all religion, even the religious scholars in all religions were men. The leader of the Vatican, the father bishop were men. Look at the big companies and factories are run by men. Look at the Arabic language and every other language. Males are represented differently from the females. Even if you look in chemistry or physics, you'll find that the male hormones are different to the female hormones. Look at your children, brothers in Islam. The boys are different to the girls. You will never find a boy buying or playing with a Barbie doll. Nor will you find a girl buying or playing with a racing car. Look at the animals. You'll find males are different to the females. The male lion is different to the female lion. The rooster is different to the chicken. Even if we look at the men and women's accessories, such as the perfume, the man's perfume is different to the woman's perfume. Even the woman's watches, clothes, shoes are different to the men's one. All this that we mentioned, brothers in Islam, clearly presents or shows that males are different to females, and that each of the two are different to the other in their qualities, in their attributes, in their structure, in their abilities, in their jobs, tasks, etc. And the wife is the mother in the house, looking after the kids and house chores. Imagine if they were both to swap each other's positions. Imagine if they were to swap. What would happen? Wallahi, nothing but chaos. Imagine a woman trying to do what man does, or dresses up and acts like a man. Wallahi, if the woman does this, she will lose her natural beauty. She will lose her natural beauty. These people, we can call them ignorant individuals that are boasting and saying men and women are equal in all things, have only one agenda, wallahi, and that is to attack Islam, to attack the religion of Islam, to put it in the firing line. They want to use and abuse the woman. They want to take away her beauty and her feministic nature. All they do is talk about how bad and backwards the hijab is, according to their perception and ideology. They talk about working in a mixed environment. Don't they know that women are different to men? This is how Allah created them, the Almighty. Allah made the woman in Islam a shining pearl that is looked after either by the husband, or is looked after either by the father or mother. and that the husband is ordered in Islam to spend on his wife, even if she is the most richest person in the world, he has to spend on her. Allah gave the mother in Islam 3 rights and the father only 1. Brothers in Islam, and this is what I'll finish with inshallah. Those that say women are the same as men and try to push her outside the boundaries of her being a mother or a housewife are no doubt oppressing the woman. Wallahi. They are not treating her nicely. They are making her carry more than what she could bear. The woman has enough things happening to her in her life. There is nothing going on in her life. Pregnancy, giving birth, breastfeeding a child for 2 years, looking after the children, clothing the children, cooking. She's got her monthly cycle. She's got her house chores. There's so much things going on in her life. So how is she equal to man? In what way? So how is she equal to man? How can she do what man does? How can she do what man does while she is undergoing all these things? Technology has proven lately today, technology has proven that men are different to women. Technology has proven today that men are different to women. And finally, brothers in Islam, I finish my khutbah with what Allah the Almighty says in Surah Imran, verse 36. Allah says in the Quran, and the male is not like the female. أيها الناس إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد وارض اللهم عن الخلفاء الراشدين أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي وعن سائر الصحابة والتابعين متعنا اللهم بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا ما أحييتنا واجعله الوارث منا اللهم اجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا وانصرنا على من عادانا ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا ولا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا من لا يخافك ولا يرحمنا اللهم عز الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم عز الإسلام والمسلمين اللهم عز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الكفرة والمشركين اللهم انصر المجاهدين في كل مكان الذين يجاهدون في سبيلك اللهم انصرهم وثبت أقدامهم وزلزل أقدام أعدائهم اللهم شتت شمل أعدائك ومزق جمعهم ورد كيدهم في نحورهم يا رب العالمين اللهم احفظ أئمة المسلمين اللهم احفظ أئمة المسلمين اللهم احفظ أئمة المسلمين وقادتهم من كل سوء وانصرهم بالحق وانصر الحق بهم يا رب العالمين إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون فاذكروا الله العظيم يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم وذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون.
يا شبابا قد أنابا وإلى الله استجابا إن من يرجو الثواب لا يبالي بالصعاب.